Hey Training Center, this week's Mike Droppings is a two-hander of indie improv appreciation. That is, independent improv groups that have been sprouting up in and around this community over the past few years, enriching the texture of artistic community by providing a multitude of exciting and eclectic performances and performance opportunities. Independent teams such as independent supergroup Rat Dude, who have been opening up all February long for Blaine and Erica on Monday nights at 7 p.m., which you will have one more opportunity to take in. Also, if you would like to learn a little bit more about what the indie group lifestyle is like, please check out the full-length interview that I do with the members, most of the members of Rat Dude, right after this.
That's what we always like to say is we are powered by the power of gloves.
And I feel like we also get this, like, when we're together and like just hanging out or even at rehearsal, we get this like sleepover energy that's so fun and silly and stupid. And I think we all think it's pretty special.
Now, if you are at a point in your improv journey where you're no longer just content to sit back and watch, but you would like to start doing, well, we have nothing but opportunities waiting for you at the Indie Troupe Auditions coming up Sunday, February the 23rd. A whole host of exciting new and old independent groups will be bringing on new members in an open audition call. Check out the website for more information on that. Also, if you would like some more information on a couple of the groups that will be auditioning in particular, stick around for a very exclusive interview I have with someone who has their hand in a lot of the different troupes that will be auditioning. But stick around after our interview with Rat Dude to hear that also exclusive interview. Welcome, Rat Dude. Do I have that right? Rat Dude? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it correct. Very, very good. Well, so great to see you all, and thank you for spending a little bit of time with me here on your very busy afternoon. But just to start off, I feel as though I'm becoming a little bit of a fire marshal in Marathon Motorworks because, again, I'm, for the past couple weeks, trying to get to my class. I teach a class in the annex on Monday nights, and I'm trying to get there, but the passageway and the exits are blocked by Improv because there's a group, a collective, rehearsing or getting into some sort of group mind trance. I'm not sure what's going on, but I believe that I've seen some of you involved with that. Is that true? Is that what I'm seeing? That's you. Out in the hallway. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, we like to rehearse and like get in the same mindset before a set, usually. Sometimes we do a whole set before a set.
Sometimes you do a whole set before a set. My goodness. Anyone can start, but just go ahead and say your name.
Sure. Hey, I'm Lindsay, and I'm in Rat Dude.
I'm Jasmine. I'm also in Rat Dude.
I'm Sterling. I'm also in Rat Dude.
Oh, no.
Despite Gerard not being that excited earlier when Sterling arrived, Sterling is in Rat Dude. We want to be clear about this.
I'm Sarah, and guess what? I'm in Rat Dude.
Hey guys, I'm Gerard. I'm in Rat Dude.
Okay.
I'm Katie, and I'm in Rat Dude.
Very good. It was going to be, if there was one outlier, Katie, I thought maybe that you were not in Rat Dude and just happened to stumble into this Zoom. Speaking of, you're warming up for a show, as Sarah was saying, that sometimes you'll do a whole set before you go do a set downstairs on stage, as you have been doing for the past couple Monday nights opening for the Blaine and Erica residency. And I have my own personal opinion of how that's going because I had the privilege of watching y'all the other night. But from your point of view, how's that going?
It's going great. I think everyone, I don't want to speak for everybody, but it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to do that. And obviously the crowds have been amazing, but also just being able to present our art and then stay and watch Erica and Blaine. And Blaine specifically last week was
That's right.
So we very much enjoyed it and have had nothing but amazing opportunities so thus far in 2025 and look forward to two more coming up soon.
Excellent, which we want to make sure that we plug those dates before we leave here today so people can come out for. But I love that you mentioned that this past Monday, we actually have, because of a COVID incident, Blaine and Erica were down one person, meaning that we had a solo improv show opened by a giant ensemble show. I love the polls of that. Doing that over this past month, as you have been, but y'all have been a team for quite a while. Is that right?
That's right. We actually went through the training center together. So about half of us started in level one together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then our classes merged in level three, and we picked up a few more people. And then we had one more merge in level five, where we picked up a few more people. So the whole journey together.
That lines up for me, Jasmine, the way you're saying that we just kept picking up people. Because from afar, I look at Rat Dude and I see like a collective. And I don't know if anyone listened to aughts indie rock as much as I stereotypically did for people who wear glasses like me. But there was a band called Broken Social Scene. There was a Canadian super group of a lot of these other groups. And I see Rat Dude and I see all of y'all involved in all of these other projects that are going on at the club. And I just see this as like this super group formation of yeah, community energy. I don't know if you experience yourself like that as a super group, but I see you as that way.
Oh, well, that's very kind. I think we are very much attached to each other. We have spent obviously our entire training careers together in at Third Coast, but we are also coached every week. We rehearse every single week.
Wow.
And Bill, who is our coach, actually
Wow.
says that we are connected by the power of love. He's like, it shouldn't work, but it does work. And that's what we always like to say is we are powered by the power of love.
And I feel like we also get this like when we're together and like just hanging out or even at rehearsal, we get this like sleepover energy that's so fun and silly and stupid. And I think we all think it's pretty special.
It is pretty special. Hearts actually just shot out of Sterling's shoulders. His shoulders are producing hearts.
They
That
do.
happens in rehearsals all the time.
It really does.
I can't control it. It just happens.
Well, that's actually a question that I was going to ask later on, but you already alluded to it a little bit. You've been rehearsing together on a weekly basis. I like to ask groups like this, how has your play changed over time? And it sounds as though, like, the closer you get, I don't know, maybe it's changing, yeah, and evolving in that way.
I think like one of the most interesting things is like whenever we get on stage together, it's just like you kind of feel like you have this thing of like the people that you're with are gonna support you. Cause like sometimes like getting up there, it's like kind of terrifying. It's like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What am I gonna do? Is like someone gonna support me? But it's like a really good feeling when you get up there and you know that you're friends with the person who's up there with you and they're going to have your back.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, like, when you're doing something, they'll find some way to elevate it. So I think that's one of the fun parts of being in the group.
Thank you so much for saying that, Gerard. So, from my point of view of having watched y'all the other night, I have a special message that I need to give you from my class. So, I was teaching my class upstairs, and I thought either this ensemble class can hear me yammer about doing ensemble work, or we can go downstairs and see some people put it on its feet. And so we came down and we watched your show, and then we went back upstairs and we got to talk and discuss afterwards. And I thank you because you showed my class in a very concrete way that support through finding game in a scene and shared group responsibility for that. I can't remember exactly the specifics, but I think Jasmine, I think you were in this scene, maybe Sarah, but you ended up being in L.A. You were in L.A. in an airport or something like that. And then it was, and we were sort of feeling our way through the scene a little bit. And then there was this moment that we talked about afterwards in class that the group activated. It was like there was this, we recognized what our game was going to be, and everyone we could see on the side activated. And so, like, we understood that we needed some celebrities or non-celebrities, I forgot what it was exactly, at the thing. But everyone recognized that we needed that, and then 3 more people came out and like provided that thing that the scene needed. And so like immediately, like they saw all of your sensors come up in that moment, and it gave them just that live example of like, oh, okay, we found something, and now it's all of our responsibility to support that thing.
It did feel like a nice moment, and actually it was one of those moments where like I had come up with this premise and then I like started to enact it and I was like, this is not a good premise, like this is not going anywhere good.
Been
But
there.
that's exactly it. Like the whole ensemble like swooped in and they were like, no,
Yeah.
we've got your back, we're gonna like ride this out.
Yeah.
And we landed the plane.
And yes, and we're going to ride this out, and we're going to land these planes, and we're going to know that we're going to do that through that support net of love, as you said. If that's what you insist on playing through love, if that's your particular mode, that's fine. Every group is different.
Yeah, for sure. You should invite us more often. We would love to hear feedback from other people on our sets. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no, thank you for providing
We-
such an example. Because again, like, only so much you can learn through talking about it and seeing it in class, but you got to see it on its feet. And that was invaluable for them.
But to your question, and actually something we have started doing recently is we actually watch our sets too.
Wow.
We buy our sets and we watch them and we debrief on them. And I think that's a really important thing that when you've been doing improv for a while, it can you want to improve, but you have to see it. You have to be
Yeah.
able to see improv to know what you yourself are doing and what others are doing that can help you improve. And I would say that that's been a huge thing that we've started doing recently that has helped us and continue us forward.
That's huge for growth. I mean, and I'm just thinking personally, you have to push through a lot of personal fear to be able to look at yourself in that way. Like, I don't know if you like that's not
Yes.
something that I like doing, but I do see the value in it. Well, so in general, I did want to just say that this is a big indie group week in our community. There's some indie group auditions coming up, and I see y'all as sort of a paragon example of indie group life because, am I not mistaken that y'all have actually taken this show on the road quite a bit? Y'all have done shows out in the community, right?
So we have a show. We are the improv troupe in residence for Metro Parks Nashville. So in Centennial Park, there's a performing arts building, and in that building, there's a really great little black box. So we do a show every month there. Right now, it's on the third Thursday of the month, which is this Thursday.
Okay.
And it's at 7 o'clock. So we bring in a guest troupe to do a set, and then we do a set. And then after intermission, we do a jam. So we get community on stage with us, and it's really fun
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
free.
and
Yeah,
free. It's
free.
the free
Wow.
improv show.
Free.
Now we're doing it. But that's exciting to me. Like, I sometimes get a little siloed at Third Coast sometimes, but I miss like seeing improv going out into the community. I'm reminded of when like my college improv troupe, we would go out and try to find any place where we could do improv wherever. We ended up doing improv on a Harley Davidson showroom floor, opening for a ventriloquist. It was anyone and anywhere we were willing to sort of like, bring hopefully the gift of improv to. I don't think all the audiences saw it that way, but that's what we were hoping for.
Yeah,
And
it's
the,
definitely really important as an indie group to know that you're exactly right. Going out and getting reps isn't limited to one place. You can go do bar prov. We've done bar prov before. We've done it in a lot of different places. We were going to have residency at an apartment building. That was up in the air for a minute. So there's a lot of opportunities. You do have to work a little bit and go
Yeah.
find those opportunities, but it's great to have a lot of different places in the community where different indie groups are performing because we all are sharing the love. Like we bring in groups to perform with us and groups we know, and those groups are going to do the same. And so we're all going to be able to benefit, and that's just growing the community even stronger.
There's that word again, love. What's this agenda you have?
Oh.
I don't.
February.
Okay.
That's what it is.
That's right. Okay. It's just thematic.
The theme.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hey, thank you all so much for talking with me today because it sounds like you have an extraordinarily busy week. And so I know that this was probably a challenge, but I appreciate it. And we can't wait to get out to, you got 2 more shows, right? Let's get the dates on those. I'm terrible with dates.
Yeah, here we go. It's Monday, tomorrow,
Yes,
the
yes.
17th. It's President's Day, so no excuse to not come.
Right.
And then the 24th, which is the next Monday. So, and I hear that Monday is also maybe a solo show for Blaine as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Another chance to see that wonder. Excellent. Thank you all so much and have a good rest of your day, rat dude.
Yes. Thank you, Mike Garvin.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Rockets.
Yeah.
Oh, rockets are coming from his shoulder now.
That's
You have
amazing.
very productive shoulders.
it's really,
What a treat they are, aren't they? Although I will say it's perhaps unsurprising that a team coached by Bill Hilsman would go on to such cohesion and success, but a delight to see all the same. Now, if you are still curious about these Indie Troupe auditions and the plethora of groups that will be auditioning, from a contact through another contact through then another contact, I got a contact, and I think I've got a little bit more information for us. Hold on. the training center students. They would sure love to know more about the auditions coming up for indie troops. And someone passed your number along to me, and I was wondering. I learned so well from puppets growing up. I didn't know if you had more information on this.
Oh, well, hi, Mike. It's so great to meet you. I am Groover, and
Groover.
yeah, I'm Groover, and I work with New Tales.
Oh, fun. New Tales.
Eh,
Oh, excellent. The
yeah,
kids show on Saturday morning, sometimes adult show in the evening.
yeah, that's right. We work with kids and adults, and we even have workshops to practice improv with the kids. In fact, there's even one next weekend.
Next week at a workshop.
Yeah,
Excellent. For
yeah,
for families, it sounds like.
but there's also auditions for New Tales. Oh, excuse me. Get away. Thank you. There's this person bugging me. Too close. Too close.
Yeah, 6 feet of
Let's.
space. We still like to
Yeah,
respect that, even in the
yeah.
yeah.
Right. There's auditions coming up for New Tale, and some friends of mine are starting a puppet collective. Oh, and there's even a group that, well, it strikes a chord for me because I am a sci-fi nerd.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's called To Boldly Go.
Like Star Trek.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
To
goodness.
Boldly Go.
Every new improv scene is kind of like boldly going where you've never gone before.
Yeah, that's right. So there's all kinds of fun stuff, but me, I'm mainly excited about the puppet stuff. I
I
hope I can get in on some of that puppet collective stuff.
I am so excited that there's just going to be puppets around. And so thank you so much. What was your name again? One more
Yeah.
time.
Groover.
Groover, thank
Yeah.
you so much. I'm glad that someone passed me your number, and I'm glad that you had such a wealth of information for me. And I know the
Yeah.
students are going to appreciate it because this is going to be such a wonderful opportunity for them to perhaps get on stage themselves,
Yeah.
with puppets or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Groover, and we hope
Thanks,
to
Mike.
see you at New Tales and at auditions, and
Yeah.
yeah. And are you a tough auditioner? Like when you're in the back of the room judging people, are you a tough judge?
Oh boy. I just want to see how my friends can use their imaginations.
Okay, good. That's good. That's it was a bit of a test. I wanted to make sure that that's the spirit we're
Yeah.
bringing to this. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank thank you, Groover.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you soon.
See ya.